Hey guys, Courtney here with Courtney's Customs, and today I am very nasally and I'm so sorry. I am sick. I'm not sure exactly what is going on with me. I did test negative for a few things, so it's like, I don't know. But my voice is going to be like kind of annoying in this video and I'm so sorry. But today I'm going to show y'all how to do an Aztec print tumbler. Now I am so excited about this. It's not something I've ever done before, so it's going to be different. But I'm really excited because I was looking at Aztec blankets on Pinterest and I found a lot that I liked, but I am in such like this pastel color kick right now that I wanted to do something a little different. So I have the most gorgeous colors from the glitter grind. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, these are so stinking gorgeous. I am using Salty Dog, Water's Edge, Bottoms Up, and Barracuda. Now these are all, you know, this one's kind of bright, but you know, yellow pastel. But these are all pretty pastels. These are all fines, and then I'm putting the chunky one here in the middle. And this chunky, gosh, you probably can't really see it on camera. Let me try to focus. But it's like textured. Like the pieces of glitter are textured. This is so daggone pretty. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. You gotta love what you do, guys. You gotta be like super happy to get up and go out and work on your tumblers every day. Who am I to tell you what to do or how to feel? But I'm just saying, like, I'm so excited. I am starting off with a 20-ounce skinny straight from Courtney's Customs Blanks. I prepped it, sanded it, spray painted it. This is white Rust-Oleum. It's glossy, which I don't really like because I feel like it stays tacky way too long. I prefer the flat or like ultra matte white, or really any color. But as long as it's flat or white, I feel like it dries a lot quicker. And speaking of drying a lot quicker, y'all know that I use Mod Podge. I'm not a huge fan of the epoxy method, but adding 4 colors to a tumbler takes a while, and I know that my Mod Podge will dry like way too quickly. So I am taking Aleene's Tacky Glue. Now don't get this confused with Tack It Over and Over. That's two completely different things. This is the Tack It Over and Over. This is what I'm using here today. This is Tacky Glue. I put just a little bit in a plastic cup, and I did like equal parts of glue and water, and I made it about the consistency of Mod Podge, and I'm going to use this as my Mod Podge because it does not dry nearly as fast. So I'm going to have a lot longer of a working time. So let me get out my parchment paper, which I am now out of. I'll pick that up later. And let's get started. So all I'm going to do is take the same Wet n Wild makeup brush that I always use, and I'm going to apply this stuff just like I do with my Mod Podge. I'm just covering the entire tumbler. So like I said, I have a pretty long working time with this, so I'm not going to like rush and panic too much. But like I said earlier, I want to put the chunky one in the middle, so I think I'm going to save that one for last. I'm trying to decide how in what order I'm going to put the colors. So I'm going to do blue, green, coral, yellow. So I'm going to do whatever I put at the bottom, I'm going to put at the top. And then the one on top of that, I'll put it below this one. You know what I mean? So I will show you what colors I am adding. So here we go. Okay, so now that all of the glitter is on, now I'm just going to seal this with 2x Rust-Oleum Clear, pop it on my turner back here from Made My Cups, which if you go to their website, you can use code Courtney for 10% off. Add a couple coats of epoxy, and then I'll come back to show y'all the next step. Alright guys, so after 2 coats of epoxy, it is pretty smooth. Now it's time for the decal. And this is a decal I got from Creative Fabrica. It is an Aztec print. So I just printed it on a full sheet, which I was able to do from an app called Print to Size. It is an Apple app only. So if you do not have an iPhone, I don't believe it's in the Android store or anything. So right now I'm just sizing it up. And it looks like height, it's perfect, but the width actually needs to be cut right at about the second line right here. So I'm just going to give it a quick trim. I'm going to leave a little overhang just to give myself like some wiggle room. Let me look at it again. And that looks almost perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and work with that. I'm going to soak it in my room temperature water until I see that it is ready to be applied. So when I do my full water slide wraps like this, I still like to put my image on face down, but I like to stand it straight up and kind of wrap it around like I did there in the beginning. I'm trying to figure out which way I want it to go. I don't know if it matters, but I like to wrap it around kind of like I did there at the beginning. Like so. Make sure everything is laying good and flat. And it also helps a lot if you can put your PVC pipe down in there. And pretty much the same thing that I do with all of my other water slides. I'm just going to add some pressure and slide the backing off. That looks really, really cool. Now I'm going to go in with my squeegee and get all of those wrinkles and air bubbles out. So look how cool that looks. I love it. Once you're sure that all of the wrinkles and the air bubbles are out, excuse me, once you're sure that all of the wrinkles and air bubbles are out, let it dry for at least an hour. You really want it to dry and stick to the tumbler before you put epoxy on there. And then, of course, once it's dry, add your epoxy, and I'll come back tomorrow to show you all the finished result. After some epoxy, she is looking good. This is super, super cute. Okay, so the last thing that I will be doing is just, of course, staining the rim, adding a couple more coats of epoxy. I like to have a total of 3 coats of epoxy. That's kind of like my rule of thumb over like decals. So I will do 2 more coats over this. I just like to have it like nice and protected. Everything is nice and smooth though, so let's hope the epoxy can stay that way throughout the next couple of coats. But design-wise, it's good, it's done, and I think it's really cute. So before I go, like always, I do have y'all's cup of positivity for the day, and today's quote is, "Let no one ever come to you without leaving better and happier." And that was said by Mother Teresa. That's all I have for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I do hope you try this out with different colors. I know this is like a very non-traditional like color scheme of an Aztec design, but I really liked it. I'm on a huge pastel kick right now, so I mean, you can make it any colors you want. Like always, if y'all have any questions, please feel free to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Be kind, love one another, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!